It's Paris-Bercy time, another Masters event. There's no Djokovic this year, but we have the young guns. Sinner, Alcaraz, Medvedev in the mix. Who's going to win?
That's right, we are back finally for a podcast. Nice to see JG again. I've been away in Italy for the past week, enjoying myself, and there have been tournaments going ahead. We've had Vienna, we've had Jack Draper winning another title, which is fantastic for the Brit, and we've had another tournament going on in Basel as well, with another youngster getting a trophy on top of a great season already for the Frenchman. So first off, how are you, JG? Great to see you. I mean, I think the last time I saw you, you were a bit worse for wear. So yeah, hopefully you're better.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've said it a few times on this podcast. I've not been well. And people have said in the comments, oh, what's wrong with JG? He's always ill. It seems like maybe I should be taking more vitamins or looking after myself well, because I am ill more than the regular person. However, I'm on the mend, I'm feeling better. And what I wanted to start this video was asking you, seeing as you've just been in Italy, did you have much Sinner chat? You was in Sinner's region or nearby. Did you have much Sinner chat while you was out there with some locals, or not really?
Not really, but the one takeaway from being in and around that sort of section of Italy, a lot of Germans there. So that's probably now put it into perspective that that's why Sinner, he's so good at his German as well. He's there, he's sort of on the cusp, on the border, really. And that's why he's not your, like, every, like, style of Italian, not your dark
the stereotypical,
yes.
The one you've
exactly.
seen in the TV series,
Exactly.
in the movies. And that's what region I'm from, hence why I'm blonde. Well, not really, because my mum's blonde and she's English.
Oh.
Anyway, let's move on with the video. I thought you had a bit more Sinner chat than that.
No,
I do think he is a big favourite. We'll be doing a video on who's had a better season, Sinner or Alcaraz. Sinner, for me, is walking it at the moment. I think he's been so good, and he's getting even stronger towards the back end of the year. I think he is the one to beat initially. But let's speak about these events, what's just happened. Of course, they're on the indoor hard courts now. We had Basel and Vienna, two events we like on Game to Love, specifically Vienna over the years. We've done some good videos. And Draper wins his first ATP title. I saw parts of the match. I thought it was really impressive, some of the victories he's had leading up to this one, beating some good names. But what impressed me the most was that second set against Khachanov. He was 4-love up, and he got pegged back to 5-4, lost 5 games in a row. And I think that a lot of the tennis world, not just myself, was thinking it's curtains now for Draper. He's going to lose this set and lose the match. Reason being, at 5-4 down in the second set, it was at like 30 or he was 2 points away from losing that set. And I think that was the turning point. He managed to hold, and then he ended up breaking, winning the match and winning the title. If it went to 3, I would have fancied Khachanov, someone else who's been playing really well, beating some good players. And Draper, it's going to give him some confidence. We know he's very good on the indoor hard courts. I would say, aside from the grass, it's probably his best surface. And really, we should see over the years him always produce good results at the back end of the year when we're at this part of the calendar.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I know that we always think grass, being a Brit, would be the automatic one that he would be used to. But after watching him at the UTS, that's what sort of really got my taste buds going for Jack Draper. Watching him on the indoor hard courts, playing some fantastic stuff against top players as well. And I'm really excited for this back end of the year when we hit the indoor hard courts. Now could be Jack Draper's realm. And if he wins enough points, could we see him get into that tour finals? I mean, it's a big ask, but it's not impossible. That's the thing. So we can look at that next if you'd like.
Yeah, we can do. But let's speak about Mpetschi Perricard while we've got it on the screen. Because that was the other one. And I don't think Shelton so much is in the running, but let's just speak about it anyway. And what we need to speak about is a serve contest. These two are ridiculous servers. And I don't think even you are aware of how good Mpetschi Perricard is with his serve, or how powerful he is. So I've got a stat here which is quite interesting.
Go on.
And that is Perricard's average second serve speed for the last 52 weeks, so over a long period, is 123 mile an hour. And that is the same as Shelton's average first serve speed. So
insane.
That is an important reference point. That is his second serve average over 52 weeks. It's the same average as Ben Shelton's first serve. So this guy is an absolute beast on first and second serves. And it was a really tight affair between two big servers. And then Mpetschi Perricard, I think, was a little bit more clutch on the second serve.
Well, yeah, and served 12 more aces than him as well. 22 aces from Mpetschi Perricard to only 10 from Ben Shelton as well. It's just amazing what he can do with this serve. Just goes to show a serve goes a long way in men's tennis, because if you have one of these absolute stonking serves, I'll show my age and rewind back. If you're good on grass, you normally have to have a great serve. And Richard Krajicek was probably one of the main people who won Wimbledon just off a big serve. He didn't go and win anything else, as far as I'm aware. But when he won Wimbledon that year, it was just ace after ace after ace after ace. And I think in Mpetschi Perricard, if he can just keep the consistency level, you could see him winning some big tournaments just based off this serve.
You could see him going well at Wimbledon, for sure, like you mentioned on the grass. The top of the serving stats at the moment, without, of course, the Apelkas and John Isner's there, is Hubie Hurkacz. He's number one. He's got the top serving stats. He's 127 mile an hour average first serve speed. And Mpetschi Perricard, just put it in perspective, is 123 average on the second serve. So, just insane numbers, and I agree with you. He's going to like these indoor hard courts. I don't know actually if he's in the draw for Paris, but we're going to find out very soon. It would be interesting having a Frenchman there. We know what the French crowd are like, specifically in Paris. To have someone like him there who's got a chance against a lot of players is interesting. So let's go to the top 10 next.
I mean, he is in there, and well, it's a nightmare for one of the big boys. That's what I'm going to tell you. Right, so we can look at the top 10. We're going to look at the live race just to show who is currently leading, who's qualified, all of that mumbo jumbo. Obviously, the top four they're in. That's Sinner, Alcaraz, Zverev, Medvedev, and then it's sort of a battle. Djokovic, I'm not even classing him as being in there. I don't think he's going to play it, to be honest. I think the next time he said he's going to play is probably the Australian Open. So, and let's have a look who else could maybe enter the fray.
Well, I think his chances now of qualifying are slim too. All he had to do was play Paris, and then he would have, I think, qualified.
Yeah.
But now, with him not playing, you just need a run from one of them other players, and it gets very, very, very interesting. They're all there. Jack Draper's got into contention. Ben Shelton, because I think he lost the final, means he now can't qualify. So it's just them names there in the list. You'd think the favourites, personally, would have to be obviously Rublev, de Minaur. Fritz, I think, is going to be fine. Rublev, de Minaur, Dimitrov, Paul. You'd expect it's going to come a few from there.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, unless they have an absolutely abysmal Paris.
Yeah. But Holger Rune is very good at Paris. So he beat Djokovic, didn't he, that year?
Yes.
So let's see if he can roll back the years and play really well here. But yeah, I'm looking at that list, and initially, without looking into the draw so much, I've always said I like Grigor Dimitrov's chances. So I'm hoping he has a big event in Paris.
Yeah, I mean, finalist last year, and I just wanted to highlight, obviously we're looking at Draper, Giovanni and Mpetschi Perricard up to 30 in the race now as well.
19 positions he moved
exactly.
up.
And something else I wanted to highlight as well, because it is quite relevant to how well he's doing. There's his players who are sort of 21 and under. He's now the fourth best in the world. So we've got Alcaraz, Holger Rune, Arthur Fies, and Mpetschi Perricard there. So 2 French players, which is fantastic for France. I mean, obviously Gal Monfils on the sort of the tail end of his career right now, but still playing well. But it's great to see some young talent coming through for the French. And Fils, I mean, he's like a mainstay now in the top 20, it would seem, and really dangerous. Beat Tsitsipas the other day quite comfortably. He's a real threat. Big serve as well. I mean, exciting and very marketable. I know you're a big fan of Arthur Fils. Handsome chap as well. He's probably, if he wins a big event, the sponsors will be lining up to give him something.
Yeah,
so
step aside, Matteo Berrettini, Hugo Boss coming for the contracts, giving them from Arthur Fils.
Exactly right. Let's have a look at last year's champ. It is Novak Djokovic. He's not playing. 7-time champion. Dimitrov was the runner-up. Holger Rune, the champion the year before. Djokovic in the final again. Djokovic in the final year before that. Won it against Medvedev. Medvedev in the final the year before that. It seems like the same sort of names.
Mate, you need to serve for this event. You need to have a good one to trouble, and that's why it maybe surprised me for Grigor Dimitrov. Not that he's got good serve, but like he's not one of the biggest servers compared to some of these names. Jerzy Janov, how'd say his surname?
Where we always
talked about him at work. Jerzy Janovics.
Oh yeah,
Polish guy. What's his name?
Janowicz or something, isn't it?
Yeah. We used to speak about at work, but his serve's ridiculous. I remember watching a few matches of him. Raonic, Isner's in there too. So yeah. That's the theme of that. Let's get into the draw. The number 1 seed, we know who it is. It's your good friend, Jannik Sinner.
That's it. Just before we do that, just a quick overview of the people who were the qualifiers who made it in. I just done a quick summary here. It's just looks a bit nicer. Giron through. We've got Fokina in. Konstantalis, Sonego. We've got Jerry Shang in. Mensik retired due to injury, which is unfortunate. He was having a good year. And look who's in. Fabio Fognini making it in somehow. Don't know. He's still doing the damn thing. So, into the draw proper. Let me refresh this because they may have the qualifiers in because I put this up earlier on today because I thought we were going to film a little bit earlier and we should have.
Oh, nice. They do.
There you go. There you go.
That's
Perfect.
Handy.
Right.
Whether it works or not is another matter. I don't suppose you've tried that, have you?
I tried it earlier on, it did, so hopefully it does now. Right, so Jannik Sinner has a bye through the first round, and he will face either Ben Shelton or Corentin Moutet in the second round. I'm going to go in Ben Shelton there.
Yeah, and it's annoying that we keep having Shelton Sinner.
Yeah.
It happens a lot in tennis where you get the same matchups time and time again. They can't seem to avoid each other in a draw. But I agree. I think Shelton will be playing Sinner. I'm going to have Bublik beating Fognini.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Rune. This is tight, though, actually. I'm tempted to go on Aldi, but I'm going to stick with Rune here.
Yeah, in Paris. Plus, he's got a lot to play for in this tournament, so hopefully he's motivated.
Yeah, he's not going to qualify, though. I'll have Dimonor beating Navone. Fokina beating Baez.
Yep.
Draper Lehechka.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Draper for a round.
I'm actually think that because he's won this last event, I actually think he may lose in the first round of this one. I know it's a bit controversial, but I actually think that there's just some...
I can accept that.
Yeah, Lehechka's been a bit up and down of late, but he's very solid on indoor hard as well. Fritz with a bye. Zverev with a bye. Darderi,
Greek Sport. I'll have Greek Sport.
Oh, Darderi fresh off of ending Dominic Thiem's career. Going to be ended himself by his Greek Sport there.
Young versus old. I'll have Young in Fils.
Wow,
I'll go Musetti to beat Struff. That's a tough one. Should be
good. I agree though. Musetti's playing really well at the moment though. Beat Zverev in the last tournament.
Yeah, Tsitsipas. I'm going to go Tabio, Sarundalo, Rublev, Dimitrov.
I'm going to go Alice to knock out Sarundalo there. I think he's quite good on the indoor hard court.
Yeah, his victory surprised me. Who did he beat again today?
Let me just go back. It was Boo.
Yeah, I thought Boo was going to win that. Boo wasn't even the favourite, so what do I know? But I would have expected Boo to win. I was seeing it live. I wasn't actually watching it. I was watching the score.
Yeah.
And I was like, I reckon Boo's going to win. And he didn't, so...
Never mind.
Great story.
Thanks for that. Echeverry versus Zhang. I'm going to go Zhang to beat him.
I'll have Echeverry. I'll have Mpetschi to beat Rinderknecht. Hurkacz to beat Mikkelsen.
Yep.
TFO Mpetschi Perricard.
Tough.
I'm going to go Mpetschi Perricard. Keep it going.
So am I. I think he can't be that tired from just serving all the time. It's not the most difficult.
Too.
That is very true. There's going to be a big following now. He's won that last tournament as well. Khachanov to beat Buster.
Mm-hmm.
Next one. This one's interesting. Love this matchup. Poprin versus Berrettini.
This is another one which I'm not sure how the bookies will have it. You'd probably say Berrettini will be favourite just because of his name, but I think Poprin wins.
Yeah, it's interesting actually. I'm actually interested to see who is the favourite. Let me just see if I can find out.
It'll be Berrettini.
Do you think so?
For the name.
Yeah, you're right. 1.5. Quite surprised. I'm going to go with Poprin to knock him out, though. And the winner gets Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev, not the best draw because you got a Masters champion and a former Grand Slam finalist to go through against. Right, Casper Ruud with a bye. He'll play Thompson or Martinez. I'll go Thompson.
Yeah, not a fan of Martinez. I'm going to have Jordan Thompson winning that one.
Yeah, we'll do a podcast soon. Soon we've got a lot to discuss and a lot to unpack over the last few weeks. Obviously, we've been away to Valencia. I've been away to Italy. We've a lot of tennis talk, some positive, some negative, but I think it's all going to be discussed on a podcast. So make sure to stay tuned.
Retired as well.
Yeah, but there's a lot to unpack. It's been a busy few weeks. So, yeah, definitely need to have a good sit down with you and just speak about a few issues in the tennis world. Right, moving down. Caboli to beat Gasquet.
Correct. Paul to beat Manarino.
Ooh. I don't know.
Humbert to beat Naka.
Yeah, just because of
Shang to beat Giron.
Yeah, Shang.
Sonego and Alcaraz.
Yeah, I'm going Sonego as well. Sorry, Jarry. He's sort of gone out of favour with me recently.
He's out of fashion for me at the moment.
A little bit.
Yeah, a bit like baggy jeans, you know? But he's more of a skinny jean type, and I feel like they're not in at the moment. You need to stick with the baggers.
It's got a big frame for skinny jeans, I think.
And Mpetschi Perricard is baggers, and you just know that that's more in fashion at the moment.
He's definitely a bagger.
What's his name? Jarry.
That's it, right. Sinner to beat Shelton again. I think
Sinner just beats everyone.
This is the problem right now. That's why the video
I want to see if you've got him losing to anyone. That's more what I'm interested in because Sinner is so good. I'm going to have Runa beating Bublik, Dimonor beating Fekina, Fritsch beating Draper.
Have you seen the new Bublik game as well? I quite like that. I mean, I know that we've seen the Djokovic game, but it's like similar to the Djokovic game, but it's with the handle. You have one.
Oh right,
you have one go to block it, and then the next shot has to be with the handle. So I thought maybe we could have a go at that at some point.
No, let's play the golf game, the Alcaraz one. We'll do a short.
Yeah, brilliant. I'll be for air.
And I'll take you for a dance as well. We'll post that.
Nice. Right, okay. Dimonor as well. I'm going to be going... I have Lehechka knocking out Fritz in this one. And I'm going to have Zverev beating Griekspoor. Arthur Fils
could win this event out of
the blue. Well, he's got a big serve. Anybody. It's up for grabs, this one, I think.
He's going to have to play Sinner, though.
Yeah, I mean, no one wants that. Tsitsipas, quite a good draw. I think he beats Tabilo.
Yeah, I'll have...
Rublev.
I'm going to go Cerundolo to beat Rublev.
I mean, this is a year to forget for Andrei Rublev, to be honest. I mean, can't wait for 2025. Is he going to get into the
top 8?
I mean, let's flick back to have a quick look. Andrei Rublev, he's at number 8. So
that's what I'm saying, so he kind of needs to win.
I mean,
I think he's going to lose because he needs
Alex
to
Dimonor's knocking on the door right now. Dimitrov as well. He's
and we
really
don't know
good.
if Djokovic is even going to commit if he qualifies. So,
well, that's it. Like Djokovic, I don't think he's going to play. But yeah, anyway,
Dimitrov
we're just talking about
me. Mahatch to beat Hurkacz.
I'm going with that as well. Yeah,
I actually Khachanov beating Perricard as well.
No, I'm going Perry. Perry. Spicy. Right.
Medvedev beating Popbrun.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to have Jordan Thompson knocking out Casper Ruud.
I'm going to stick with Ruud.
This could be dangerous because Casper Ruud, number 7 in the race as well. I mean, he could
I think
be
he's going to get enough points just to help himself. Paul to beat Caboli, Shang to beat Umber, and Alcaraz to beat Sonego.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Did you say Shang to beat Umber? I'm going to be going Umber there for that one. And Alcaraz.
Okay, back to the top. Sinner Runa.
I mean, what a match. Unfortunately, Holger Rune nowhere near the level of Jannik Sinner right now. Just
right.
There's leaps and bounds above him.
Runa does not make my top 5 players. He barely makes top 10 for me at the moment.
Well,
I think potentially he's outside of 10.
Unlucky for some. 13. Unlucky for Rune. Dimonor Lehechka. I'm going to go Dimonor knocking out Lehechka here.
I'm going to go Fritz to knock out Dimonor. I'll have Zverev Musetti, and I think Zverev gets revenge this time.
I think Arthur Fees is going to knock out Zverev here. And people are going to be shouting at the screen right now, "What are you doing? You don't know what you're talking about, Ben." But I'm going for it. I think I've been bigging up the French players before we started the draw and the predictions, so I'm going with it.
Yeah, how dare you say that about Ben? He knows exactly what he's talking about. Have you not seen his brackets?
My prediction's always spot on. Right, I'm going to go Rublev to knock out Tsitsipas.
I'm going to go Tsitsipas to knock out Sorundalo.
Oh, okay.
Dimi to beat Mahatch, just because I'm desperate for him to qualify. But I think Mahatch might beat him.
Didn't they play quite recently though?
Probably.
These two.
The top ATP players, they probably played Ben.
I know, but very recently. Mahatch.
Well, yesterday.
Vienna, yeah, there you go. It was in 3 sets, and
Look
Mahatch
at that
beat
memory.
him in 3.
He pulls it out.
There you go. I told you. Yeah, go on then. I'm on board with that. Sorry,
a Russian meeting here. Khachanov, Medvedev. Medvedev loves a Russian, beats them all.
I'm really tempted right now. This is a terrible draw for Daniel Medvedev, and I said it in the other draw reaction. I think Daniel Medvedev is his worst draw. I mean, he's got a terrible.
No. What he's got is a Frenchman in France. The French curse. Nightmare. He hates playing French players. Playing one in France who serves like him is dangerous. But he's a good returner, and that's why you'll beat him.
I'm thinking he's going to go out. I'm going for a bit crazy here in this bracket. People are going to.
You're so crazy and wild.
Well, we wait until the end.
You put a leash on you.
Tommy Paul or Jordan Thompson? I'm going to stick with the Jordan. I think he's going to have a little run here.
What's Jordan been up to? I'm going to have Tommy Paul beating Ruud.
Probably people are going to be like, you're out your mind. What are you doing, Ben?
Yeah, and I'll have Alcaraz beating Shang. I feel like they played recently as well.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember the last time Umber and Alcaraz played, but I think the way that Alcaraz is playing right now is he's only just slightly below Jannik Sinner's level, so I'm going to be going with Carlos Alcaraz. Moving to the top, we got Jannik Sinner versus Alex de Minaur in mine. Who do you have?
Sinner Fritz. I've got really big. That's all just seeds. I've got all the top seeds basically there. It's rather embarrassing my bracket, but I feel like it's going to just be a bit like that. And I see Sinner beats Fritz, and I think Zverev beats Tsitsipas. I've already got the 1-3 at the top. Well,
Sinner has a 7-0 record against Alex de Minaur. I think it's 8-0 if they play again. And I'm going to go with Arthur Fees to knock out Andrei Rublev and to make it through. Down to the bottom.
At the bottom, it's more interesting. I'm going to have... I'll have Dimitrov beating Medvedev.
Okay.
And I'm going to have Tommy Paul beating Alcaraz. He's been knocking on the door. He's had some really close matches against Alcaraz. There's not been much separating them. And I feel Alcaraz this year can have a wobble in moments. And I feel Paul, if he plays brilliant stuff, could beat him in an odd match here and there. They've always played some close ones.
I'm going to be going for Dimitrov to make it through against I think Mpetschi Perricard, the serve is going to have a wobble on this occasion, and it's not going to help him. And then Dimitrov's just going to have that little gliding around the court, the single-handed backhand winners, too much. And then we're going to get Alcaraz, Dimitrov. What a brilliant match. I mean, if we get that one, the fans will be treated to something great. So I got Sinner fees and Dimitrov, Alcaraz.
Okay, so we've both got Sinner and Dimi there. I'm going to have Sinner beating Zverev, and I'm going to have Dimi beating Paul. So I'm going for Dimitrov to make the final again and play Jannik Sinner in that final.
Who knocked Alcaraz out of your one?
Tommy Paul. I just gave you a whole summary of it.
Sorry. Tommy Paul. Yeah, it's a really good
one. You weren't
one.
listening to it?
No, I was just
talking about the matches and all sorts.
I was just literally looking up the head-to-heads. Sorry.
Oh, what, Hugo Humbert? That was a good one. It was worthwhile.
Well, all right. I'm going to be going for... It's going to be the obvious one, but I feel like it's obvious.
No.
Because
Sinner versus Alcaraz? Wow.
I think there's going to be 95% of people have this as the final. If you just watched the Six Kings Slam recently, you realise this is tennis right now. That is the match everybody wants.
Alcaraz can lose matches from time to time, and Tommy Paul's run him close on multiple occasions. It's a really close matchup, and if Alcaraz has a little wobble, Paul can beat him. Of course, Alcaraz
I haven't got
is the big
Paul
favourite
going through that far though, so I'm just hoping that Paul goes out first, and then Alcaraz gets a little bit of help through the draw. I think Dimitrov is a really tough match though. It's not a gimme, but I feel that these two are just leaps and bounds above everybody right now. And in the indoor hardcourt, Alcaraz proved back end of last year he can actually perform on indoor hardcourt at the back end of the year. So I'm going for it. The 1-2. Who's gonna win? You've got the one. What is it?
1-8. I think Sinner will beat Dimitrov in the final. I'm more convinced on that. I think Dimitrov in the final could wobble. Sinner's just a lot better. This one, however, considering they've had some close matches and Alcaraz has had the better of him for large parts of the year when they've played, I'm interested to see what way you
won all of their professional matches, no exhibitions allowed. Alcaraz has won all the ones that all the ones that count. Sinner's won with $6 million. Yeah, I think that one counted slightly to the bank balance. I'm just all about Jannik Sinner right now. I can't see him not winning this tournament. I don't know what it is. He just doesn't look like anything can stop him. He came out in a statement the other day, just said, I don't even care about the money. Money is just a bonus for anything on a tennis court. I'm just out there to win matches, win tournaments. If I get a bit of extra money, that's just a bonus. So I think that attitude's brilliant. And I think Jannik Sinner, he's already, for me, solidified himself as the best player this year. And this is just going to be another notch in his belt. So
you think Sinner's going to win his first ATP match of the year against Alcaraz?
Yeah.
Break the duck.
I think that Six Kings Slam turned the corner, and this one will be more convincing than that.
Okay, well, there we go. That is our predictions. Let us know yours in the comments section. Of course, do your predictions on the TNNS Tennis app, Apple or Android, and you can join the league to see how close you get to me and Ben, or if you're a lot better than us, which is possible. In terms of dark horse, I think we've got a mutual one on Game to Love for this one. It's going to be Mpetschi Perricard. It's in France.
Yeah.
He's one to watch. He's playing really well. Got a good serve. And I'm fascinated to see if he's not going to be too tired. Usually the big servers can go back-to-back events and have a little bit more stamina than, say, a clay courter who's grinding out results in 3 sets. So on that basis, I'd expect him to be better and fresher than, say, other players who have won an event. And that French Paul as well could help him. So let's see how he gets on. That's the dark horse.
I'd quite like to see if he doesn't go out early, we could be treated to a Jack Draper Jannik Sinner quarter-final. I mean, if we're able to get that, I'll be so happy, because then we'll really get to see what Jack Draper's made of on the indoor hard courts. And who knows? If he's able to beat Jannik Sinner, could he be the man to beat come the end of the year and the start of the new year? Finish the year strong, Jack. Come on. And then we got the UTS Grand Final at the end of the year. Might see him there as well.
Lovely. There we go. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. We're gaining quite a few subscribers at the moment, which is good. Game to Love is growing, and we're going into the new year as strong as ever. So please join us for more videos. We'll be doing some more podcasts. Ben's back, I'm well. So a lot of content should be released this week.
That's it. Right. See you on the next one.
See you there.